Hello, my name is Pat Cox, and I'm fortunate to have recently been hired as the port manager for the Port of Port Orford. My family's been in Port Orford since 1978, which gives me a good perspective on how imperative the port is to the health of our community. There truly is a sense of community at the port, and it's nice to see people happy to help one another and lend a hand whenever the opportunity arises. I'm ecstatic to be part of the port and its rich history. After several years of deadly conflict between the European settlers and the Qua-To-Mah, a local band of Native Americans from the Tututni tribe, the town of Port Orford was formally founded in 1856 by Captain William Tichenor. In the 1880s, Port Orford built its first dock and became the halfway point between Seattle and San Francisco, exporting lumber and importing goods for the local economy. In 1919, the first port district was formed by popular vote to export local Port Orford cedar. Throughout the 20th century, the dock was rebuilt several times due to severe weather events. A new high dock has been completed in 2001, and already we have been inundated by storms 3 times. In 1965, the last load of lumber left the port, and commercial fishing became our primary industry. The commercial fleet is still going strong today. In 1969, the Army Corps of Engineers constructed a breakwater in an attempt to protect the port from storms. Unfortunately, this caused shoaling, which effectively filled in our deepwater port. The shoaling forced congressional action in 1970 to fund dredging operations up until 2010. We now have our own dredge for maintenance, and at this time, the Army Corps is dredging the harbor yearly. Today, the Port of Port Orford remains a small fishing port surrounded by a community of fishermen, artists, and individuals with a strong regard for the history and natural beauty of the place we call home. As one of the only few ports built worldwide directly on the ocean, the port occupies a specific geographic niche that demands specific fishing methods. The port launches up to 42-foot boats by crane that fish by hook and line or traps, primarily day trips. Selective fishing methods and transport times contribute to the added value of our product. A good deal of the hook and line caught fish are captured and transported to the San Francisco Bay Area, where we fetch premium prices. While the port relies primarily on its fishing fleet, it is also a host to the marine research industry and a range of recreational and leisure activities. Along with the popular restaurant, the port activities include sport fishing, kayaking, boat tours, scuba diving, along with bird and whale watching. On a typical summer day, the port bustles with commercial, sport, fishing, fish buyers, tourists, and residents. Currently, the Port of Port Orford is in the process of a large redevelopment project. We will be developing a large state-of-the-art seafood hub. This project will house critical marine-related businesses and jobs while providing a potentially iconic new waterfront structure. This will appeal to local and regional residents as well as tourists from all over the world. This redevelopment will connect our authentic community roots with our working waterfront. This will be a powerful catalyst for our local economy. The future holds a lot of potential for both the port and the city of Port Orford. I appreciate you taking the time to learn about our port, and I know you'll enjoy the view.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas. I'm a local diver in the area, and one of the things I particularly love about diving in Port Orford is the biodiversity we have. A lot of this can be found in the Marine Reserve, which is a protected area to dive, and it just hosts a wide range of different wildlife, from algae to seaweed, invertebrate, fish, octopus. There's really a spectrum of wild animals that we get to experience out here, particularly because it's a protected sanctuary. I also really appreciate diving in Port Orford for the visibility. Sometimes the visibility can be up to 30 feet, which is really incredible to be able to see that much of the underwater ocean world crystal clear and readily available if you have the means to get out there. I particularly wouldn't have the means unless if it was for the fill station at OSU. So without having this local resource nearby to fill my tanks, I wouldn't be able to get nearly as much diving in. The people that work there are great, really friendly, and always helpful. So really grateful for this, and maybe I'll see you out there. Thanks a lot.